Guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing us how you can use MySQL workbench very easily. I know most times when people hear of MySQL, that's it as a data analytic tool, they feel it's something that is very difficult and something that is not easy to learn. But in this video I'm going to show you how you can easily use these tools and how it can be used for your productivity. So for the sake of this video, I've already imported um, a file into MySQL. For you using it, you might just use it as a database point whereby you connect database probably to Power BI or to different points. So we're just going to write several queries that will populate or might meet the requirements you want per time when using these tools. So I'm just going to go right away. So for me, the SQL document I brought in was the SQL store, and it has several tables. It has the customer table, it had the order item notes, it had the order items, it has the order statuses, it had the orders, products, shippers, and so on and so forth. So if I want to use this table, basically, maybe I want to write a query to use this particular database. I'll just use my query use. Now, use is a query language whereby you use it several times when you want to use it. Select a particular database you want to use, and maybe I just write SQL store. store. So if I use SQL store, automatically it highlights this SQL store. So if it wasn't highlighted before, now you can drop the drop down table. There are several. You have SQL invoicing, we have SQL inventory, we have SQL HR and SYS. So because I used SQL store, it's going to highlight SQL store in this table. Now let's proceed with the query that we're going to write. Now maybe I want to see what specific headers are in the table, and I don't know what exactly is in each table. I can either go to the customer table. Let's assume I want to go to customer. I can just click on customer and it automatically writes and show me the full table with the customer ID, first name, last name, birth date, phone, address, city, state, and point. But there are better ways to do it. I can easily just write select asterisk. Asterisk in SQL simply means select all from from is also a query language. Then since SQL store is already highlighted because we use SQL store, you just write customers, right? So this is to run your query. So you just click on this and it simply brings out the same information. For example, if I want to pick this products table, I can easily do the same thing I did by clicking here, or I can just write from products, product, and I run it. And here you go. You can see the product table with product ID, name, quantity in stock, unit price, and so on and so forth. But for the sake of this, we're going to be using the customer table, customer, right? Customers, and run it. So now we have the customers table. Let's say maybe you don't want to pick everything from the table, you just want to select several headers. Maybe you don't need some specific headers to appear when you are sorting out. So simply you do select, let's say you pick customer ID, customer underscore ID, comma, let's say you're picking first name, comma, let's say you're picking the last name. So now you've picked these ones and you just put from customers, right? So For you not to allow this first one run, because you can't have two of these selects running at the same time. So we just need to make this first one a comment. So what we do is we just make it a comment, and automatically the errors from this second select goes away. So let's run this, and you'll see that we just have these three headers from the table. That's the customer ID, which is this, the first name, which is this, and the last name, which is this. So let's run this. So you can see that we have just these particular figures from the table. So now you know how to select several tables. Now there are other ways. You can also order. Let's say we want to order by, order by. Let's say we're ordering by first name. So if you are ordering by first name, what it does for you automatically is that it orders it by either ascending or descending order. Maybe you want to make one in ascending order, you want to make one in descending order. You can either write this and run. So you see that the first name starts with A, B, C, E. If there was a D, it would have done D and all. So, or you can easily just write as that's ascending. It's still the same thing. It still queries it as ascending. Or you can easily run it as DESC, that's descending, and you run it, and you see that it starts from the last, which is T, what they call it, and so on and so forth. So we can also use the where clause, because maybe you just want to pick several customer ID. You don't want to use everything. You just want to pick some specific ones. So you can say where customer, maybe you want to explore one of the customer ID equal to 8. Let's assume. Let's bring this out, right? So you run it. So we see that where customer ID is equal to 8 is just capture NASBY. So that's basically the introductory class for this. So if you want to, we're going to be posting more videos on MySQL Workbench, and you really don't want to miss it, because MySQL is actually very easy. It's one of the easiest tools you can use from time to time when querying languages, when using tools as a data analyst or data scientist. So we can drop more videos here, and give us some comment in the comment section. Give us a thumbs up if you like our videos, and share our videos to your friends, to your families, and what have you, so that they also can be a part of this. Thank you so much, guys. See you soon. Make sure you have a lovely day.